Pro Football Weekly is previewing the offseason for all 32 teams right now. We're looking at the New Orleans Saints. The big question is Drew Brees. It's not really a question of if he's going to be in New Orleans. We all assume it's going to get done one way or another. He's going to be back next year. But when do you think it'll get done, and what do you expect the terms to be?
Well, I think they'd like to get it done before the franchise tag deadline comes up, March 5th, and that's going to be the time where they might consider using it on somebody else. They have some other big-name free agents coming up. Drew Brees, if they're going to get a long-term deal done, it's going to be one that makes him one of the highest-paid players in the league. So as much as Drew Brees means to that team, to that city, to that whole region of the country, I'm not surprised to see it's taking this long. It's a contract of that magnitude. Doesn't get done easily. But again, we do think Drew Brees certainly going to be in the fold for 2012 for the Saints and most likely beyond.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see if they cannot use the franchise tag on him. It would be huge because they have a lot of other big free agents. Marcus Colston, Tracy Porter, Carl Nicks up front. I mean, even other guys like Robert Beacham, the tackles in the middle they signed last year, Sean Rogers and Abreu Franklin, they signed them to one-year deals. With all these guys, what do you expect them to do?
Drew Brees has said the team's top priority this offseason should be keeping those guys in place. So you have to wonder, will he structure his deal in a way that gives the Saints more flexibility to do that? Carl Nicks is probably the best guard in football. Marcus Colston is a great receiver. He's a great fit for what New Orleans does. He's their best receiver. Tracy Porter has played very well at corner. He made a big play in the Super Bowl win. And they don't have a whole lot at tackle if you lose those two veteran guys. So, I think they want to keep, and people are very confident in General Manager Mickey Loomis. His ability to structure deals in a way that allows them to keep a lot more of these guys than people think they will. So I think the Saints could surprise us and get a lot done before free agency starts to keep this core in place.
It seems like some of these guys, like the Meachams and maybe Colstons of the world, might want to stay there. Playing with Drew Brees is a pretty good option. On the defensive side of the ball, they bring in Steve Spagnuolo to replace Greg Williams, who took off for St. Louis. What do you expect Spags to bring to this defense?
Well, he's going to want to get to the ball, get to the quarterback with the front four on defense. That's different from his predecessor, Greg Williams, who liked to blitz, did a lot of things that most other defensive coordinators would not do. Steve Spagnuolo is a very different guy, and the Saints, with what they have right now on the defensive line, I'm not sure how well they are equipped to run that kind of defense, but if anyone's going to get more out of them, I think Steve Spagnuolo is a pretty good choice to do it. The Saints don't have a first-round pick this year, keep it in mind, so if they do anything to really address that pass rush, I think it's going to have to come in free agency, and trying to keep all those players in place, I think Steve Spagnuolo's kind of had to work with what he has right now.
And the Saints know what Spags can bring to a defense. They saw the Rams do it against their own offense this year in that upset win by St. Louis. That's a preview of the offseason for the New Orleans Saints. For the best coverage of the league, check us out at ProFootballWeekly.com.
It's never too early to start thinking about the NFL Draft, and Pro Football Weekly's new draft database has you covered. Check out updated player rankings for over 750 prospects and our exclusive PFW Stock Watch. Just go to the Draft tab at ProFootballWeekly.com.